But let's just start with something scripting the system. Well, who's the most powerful? It's the billionaires.
Yeah.
Must be them.
Right.
Right. What the Davinci Code does is it gives you the, I see. The perspective of the Davinci Code, and I will summarize it this way. Okay. Have you seen The Truman Show?
Yeah, I love The Truman Show. Of course, Jim Carrey. I just watched it last week, in fact. My daughter's favorite movie. She did her senior paper on The Truman Show.
See, this is the universe.
Okay.
This is what I call the universe.
Okay.
So, what the United States has never fathomed, what no one has ever fathomed, our intel community has never even imagined this. I've spoken to so many of them about this subject. They've never even imagined that the United States is Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. If you look at The Truman Show and all of the characters in it, if you don't know, it's about a guy who's every other person in his entire city is an actor.
Right.
He's the only person living an authentic life.
Right.
Okay? He has no idea that he's on a TV show.
Right.
If you look at Jim Carrey's character, as every character in that is a country of the world, the United States never fathomed that every other country was in on a joke that we're not in on.
Okay.
That never dawned on us.
Okay.
Just like in the film, his mother, his best friend, how does his best friend get him to come off, when he starts, and Jim Carrey throughout the course is starting to notice, he's like, something isn't right.
Right, a little
lights
sign signals
falling from the sky.
Guys in the elevator, a whole bunch of things.
Little clues, and that's where we're at right now as a country.
Right.
We're getting little clues that something isn't right, The Noam Chomsky thing says it must be coming from the American billionaire.
Right.
But what the Davinci Code says is no. The truth is that the United States is actually living in a world environment that we never fathomed. It never dawned on us that when we became a country, it was kind of like a prisoner entering a prison yard for the very first time. Soon, we were like young and plucky, but we were working out.
Right.
And we became the biggest, baddest guy in that yard.
Right.
What the United States never realized is that before we got there, all the other prisoners knew each other.
Right.
And had known each other for a very, very long time.
Right.
And they made a pact a long, long time ago that they might be, some of them might pretend to be friends with you just to get stuff out of you. Everyone is taking you for a ride.
Right.
And there are some people who are clearly enemies. Like they seem to clearly not like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the United States never knew is that all of those prisoners had made a pact before we ever got there that no matter what they did, eventually they were all going to come together and kill the new guy.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not that involved. I gotta read that up in the Davinci Code.
No, this isn't the Davinci Code.
Oh, it's not the Davinci Code.
That's the one that you said. Dan Brown is the fake one.
Right.
The real message.
Okay.
This is the actual message.
Okay.
This message is the one that what would make a 15th century, 16th century greatest mind of the Renaissance spend his life's work painting that secret into the Mona Lisa.
Right.
This is the reason why the greatest mind possibly of all time knew that this was a message that was going to punch a hole in the reality of every single human being on earth. Okay. This was worthy of the smirk that she's giving her audience.
Right.
I know something you don't. It's not some, carrot cake recipe. It's not something like Jesus had a girlfriend.
Right.
It's what I just described to you.
Right.
It is an explanation of the geopolitical reality and the geopolitical reality that the United States has never fathomed.
Well, that's, first of all, is this going to get me killed if I put this on the internet?
If the camera saw both of our faces, did it pick up your face too?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got both of us, bro. For a second, I was like, dude, we're just a couple of fucking entertainers on a cruise ship.
You have to slow that down.
I'll freeze it right then. That might end it there.